Hi guys, welcome back to another Transformers toy review. We're taking a look at Apeface. This is from the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege line. I was about to say the Earthrise, but he is definitely from the Siege line. Here he is in robot mode with his blaster and shield. Here's one that is a little bit of kind of going back to the Titans Return line, because he is also a headmaster as well, but done slightly differently. We did get Apeface as part of the Titans Returns line, which is this little guy here. So we will be going through and showing him alongside this fella as well. As far as the box goes, you know, I like to show these bits off here. So you've got the nice artwork here, and unfortunately, you know, you look at the artwork here and they've gone quite bland with some of the color choices in terms of the plastic and stuff like that. It's quite it's just off-white, whereas if they'd gone for a darker color, maybe even a gray, I think that would have looked better. So that's something I may look to kind of paint or do something with this figure, just to bring him back to life a little bit, I think. Yes, that's something I may well do. So yeah, that's the artwork there. You also get your instructions, and then with it as well, on the back here, that'll bit of light coming off that. So you've got him here in his robot mode, showing that the blast effects come on there, and then also in jet mode. And his third mode, because he's a triple changer, is this kind of gorilla mode. So it's between 20 and 21 steps between each mode, and you can flip between those fairly easily. You've got the figure here, and yeah, first thing I mentioned is the choice of plastic here. There's loads of sculpted detail in here, but it doesn't show out because it's done in this just off-white plastic. You know, they have done some battle damage here and there. It's a little bit heavy on here and at the top here. They've done loads on the legs here, silver, which isn't too bad, but it is a little bit too heavy. This is a shield. It shows on the instructions that it kind of plugs into here, but you can plug it in here or here if you wish. A word of warning on this: just be careful, because I have actually snapped this bit off already, because it's actually see-through translucent plastic, which is then painted, which is quite brittle, and it's okay in these connections. But when you come to see the plain connection, on mine anyway, it's extremely tight connection, and that's why I broke it coming off. It has been super glued back in. What I'll probably end up doing is kind of sanding in that particular hole, just to make it a little bit easier to put that connection in and out. So it's not lost or anything. I mean, the paint is done very well on it, and you can see why they've use that translucent plastic just to, for the paint to stick on it, I think, more than anything. Obviously he is a headmaster, so you can get the option to take this guy off here. This bit doesn't open up, and if you want to get the other guy in, you can show you the heads side by side. There is a fair difference in them, and they're totally compatible, so you can pop that in if you wish to. And just to show you them, by the way, I've just got paint under my nails, it's not dirt or anything. Open this up here, and you get the two figures side by side, and you can see there's a fair bit of difference in terms of paint apps and things. The more recent ones got, you know, the face and the eyes are painted. And of course on the back here he's got his other head, which you'll need for his other mode. And the arms are a little bit bigger here as well. So apart from that, same sort of articulation, but the head is actually on the back of here. So fold that forward like that, and he has got the little holes there which you can use for standing up. The gun is just black plastic, so no paint apps or anything. You can add the blast effects on the end here. Just for showing articulation and everything, I'll pop those to the side. This centerpiece is painted, purple with silver and Decepticon symbol, battle damage on either shoulder and on the top here and on the legs as mentioned. I think, yeah, it's just silver paint on here. Then you come around the side and you've got some nice paint apps on the side here, and that's the same on here. Apart from that, is that paint in there? It looks like gunmetal grey in here. The face is done pretty well, but other than that there isn't loads of paint on him. The arms rotate all the way around and out to the side. You get rotation here. The arms go up to there. You've got this weird thing as well like that, which is part of transformation. The fists don't do anything, they just go in and out. That's again to do with transformation. The head rotates all the way around. Do you get waist articulation? No, you don't get waist articulation in him at all, which is really odd for you know, a fairly modern figure. The legs do go all the way up, a good tolerance there. They're stopped at the back here because of that, but you can't really rotate around. You kind of get stuck to a certain point, but they can go all the way out here. They rotate at the top there, and there's a decent bend in the knee there. The feet move forward, and you've got a toe tilt that goes out as well. The tilt goes all the way out to there. You can actually peg them in. There's a peg there as well if you do want it just to have to the flat feet, but yeah, I mean, they do kind of stick out a little bit. Another little nitpick, and you've got these two kind of huge pins showing on here as well. But yeah, not bad looking robot mode. Just a shame about some of the color choices with the plastic, I think, anyway, going into it. Probably from here, the best option would be to transform into plane mode and then go from jet mode into his kind of, what do you call it, ape mode, if you like. This one can kind of double up as a gun from memory, and you can bring this down. I think the way it goes is you have this guy sat in there like that, and it's like kind of a gun like that, so you can kind of hold that just fine if you want to. Just another option for you. Take that out of his hand. Right, to transform him, first thing you're going to do is take this guy out, pop him off to the side, the hands in, then what I tend to do is unpeg this from here, bring this forward, because it gives you an idea of how you want to get everything done. These legs, open these up, and they kind of come out this way like that, and you kind of do this combiner wars thing again, which we've seen quite a few times recently. You just bring this out here, this bit's going to come in like that, and you see there's a peg there and a peg and there, so you want to get one under and one over, and then bring that back into there, okay, and then the purple bit will peg in underneath. So again, I'll just show you that. So it opens all the way up like that, and combiner wars in like so. Gonna peg round like that, and then you sort of like peg one over and one under like that, and then on this side it should be pegging into there and there on that side there as well, so you should have a solid connection into the chest like that. Once that's all done, just make sure that's done. These bits come in. This is going to come down and peg into here. Just and sort of navigate it past this bit here. Then if it does come unplugged, just plug it back in. Again, it's not the strongest sort of connection here, so you do have to find, you sort of find yourself having to sort of wriggle about with it a little bit just to get it right. There we go, into one side, into the other. You have to use a little bit of force just to push that down. Again, feels like this side's not quite over enough. It should be. There we go. Ah, there you go. That's all in properly, so make sure it's tucked in tight. These pieces here, the wings, unpeg from back of here, like that, and you just kind of move them up a little bit so you can see they kind of wiggle out. Same on the other side here. Do a bit of a wiggle, and then where they're going to come down, there's a peg here which will go into that gap there. So just bring them down and they should kind of slot into that gap in there like that. Okay, next up you want to have these bits facing up like that. The arms are going to fold in on themselves, so this is where that articulation from before shit comes in handy, like that, and they will then kind of peg into this bit here, so they'll be sort of side on. You just have to find the right point there, because there we go. You kind of like, you have to kind of get it at an angle almost, and then the same on that side here. Again, just kind of get it at an angle and it'll slot in. And next up, you've got a little cockpit here for your Titan Master. So get hold of him here. You want to have his arms forward, or however you want to do it. Pop him in there like that, and they peg in the same way as the others. So you pop that down, and he's in there nice and safe and secure. There you go. That can peg down properly. Feels like something's stopping that from going all the way down. I don't know if it's its legs or what. Anyway, now this bit I won't push all the way down, but you can see this is where this bit pegs in. So I'm just going to kind of almost just push it in a little bit. You can see the idea is that then this piece here comes over here, so it's kind of rested in, and then you've got this piece under here, which is where the gun pegs in underneath, and that is him in his jet mode. It's not bad, but it kind of looks like kind of a box with wings and a nose cone really, but then I can't remember the original looking that elegant. This one does look quite cool. I know it's a much smaller version. It does look much more like a jet as opposed to the other one. And you've got a few little spots here where you can have Titan Masters stand up, or indeed you can peg on other guns here as well. This bit, which is a cockpit, is actually where the other head is held, and you can also peg on guns either side here, or you can peg things underneath here as well. And you've got a peg here which can be used for a flight stand. Next up, we'll get him into 8 mode. As mentioned, kind of there isn't really a lot of paint apps to really talk about in this. Decepticon symbol on here, they've got the paint damage on here, this bit of paint on the side here. Other than that, it's pretty bare really. Take this bit off here, take this guy out of here, because we'll be needing him. And some elements of this you kind of almost transform back, so just move these legs out of the way. This bit here is going to come out and peg down here, down there, like that, out of the way here. Take off the gun. This bit will just, if you hold on to the head here, just take this bit out, peg this bit back into here, and then the head kind of comes forward, this bit clicks into there, and then this bit clicks over here, so just make sure that has clicked in. There we go, and then you can click that into there. Some of the tolerances on this guy aren't quite right. There we go, so that's done. This piece is going to come out from the side here. That's going to unfold and unfold like that. It's going to be one of his monkey paws, and then like that, like that. Another monkey paw. These are his little legs down here. So, you know, and you can unpeg these from here, and you can kind of move them around however you want. You do kind of end up having all these side bits on here, unfortunately. So then you're nearly done. This bit again is supposed to come in and peg underneath here. I'm not going to do it on this one, just a gun comes and pegs in here, and then you get hold of this guy and you fold him back into head mode, and all you do is just turn him around this way, and then you peg him in again like that. The mouth doesn't open up, unfortunately, so that's, you've got him in his 8 mode. The arms come out here from the side here, they go all the way around, they move forward and back, these bits move forward and back as well, and they hold his weight just fine, and he does look quite good in this mode. It, you know, is a bit of a naff looking 8 mode, but kind of that's what the figure used to look like. And then his little feet move forward and back here. So yeah, he is pretty steady. You know, not a brilliant version of Apeface, but it's great that we've got an updated version of him to, you know, put alongside your other headmasters, and obviously you've got Snapdragon coming soon, so you know, that's absolutely perfect in my point of view. Yeah, he hasn't got the most paint apps. You know, you could do with a little bit more paint, I think, and some of the tolerance options in terms of fixing little bits together and stuff can be a little bit fiddly, and there's this bit here which is another issue, but overall pretty decent figure. And if you're looking for, you know, an Apeface to go in your generations kind of cast figures, as it were, this would be a good option. You know, the fact are you don't have loads of options. I think there's masterpiece options for this guy, but if you're looking for a general kind of chug figure, this is the best out there at the moment. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all soon. Stay safe. Bye bye for now.